Everyone knows the story of Job, a man who lost everything. But there is one question that scholars have debated for centuries. How long did his agony actually last? Today, we're diving into the biblical timeline to find the answer. Was it weeks, months, or a lifetime of pain? To understand the duration, we first have to look at the speed of his downfall. Job was the greatest man in the East. Then, in a single day, 4 messengers arrived. One after another, no breathing room. Stage 1 was an instant cataclysmic loss. But the trial wasn't over. Satan challenged God a second time. Job was struck with a physical ailment that made him unrecognizable. He moved from his palace to the city dump. This is where the clock starts ticking. His friends arrived and sat in silence for 7 days and nights. 7 days of pure, silent mourning. But this was only the prologue. The majority of the book is a series of long, grueling debates. Look closely at Job's own words in chapter 7. He doesn't say days, he says months. He speaks of wearisome nights that seem to never end. This suggests that between his loss and his restoration, several moon cycles passed. Some ancient traditions, like the Testament of Job, suggest the trial lasted 7 years. However, the Masoretic text, the Standard Hebrew Bible, is more conservative. Job describes his skin darkening and his bones burning with fever. These symptoms suggest a prolonged period of physical wasting, not a quick flu. He mentions that his relatives and intimate friends have forgotten him. Social alienation of this level takes time to solidify. He notes that younger men whose fathers he once looked down upon now mock him. For a new generation to rise up and mock a former elder, months, if not a few years, must have passed. The Septuagint, the Greek translation of the Old Testament, gives us a specific number. In some versions, it notes that Job lived 170 years after his trial. There is a Jewish tradition in the Seder Olam that suggests the trial lasted exactly 12 months. 1 full year of misery. Why does the exact time matter? It matters because it shows Job's endurance. Faith isn't just tested in a moment. It's refined over a duration. Perseverance requires time. When God finally answers in chapter 38, the timeline stops being relevant. Job realizes that compared to eternity, his months of suffering were a moment. Then comes the restoration. The Bible says God blessed the latter part of Job's life more than the first. He received double for all his trouble. Whether it was several months or several years, Job emerged with a deeper knowledge of God. What do you think? Does the length of the trial make his faith more impressive to you? Let us know in the comments.